Hello, good evening everybody, and welcome along to Sunday evening's edition of Tom Plays Games. It's just gone 5:30 here in the UK. It's the 3rd of January 2021, and here we go with another episode of the channel. And it's actually a brand new series today. Actually, we're starting another new game, and it's another great classic game from the PC, from the late 90s, from 1997 to be exact. It came out worldwide on the PC, and it actually came out on the PlayStation as well, actually, a year later. Although slightly differently, obviously, PlayStation. But this is Theme Hospital. Yes! Oh, I love this game. I have so many memories of playing this game as a child. And I think, again, I say this time and time again on the channel when I play retro games. This was a game that came out when I was like 8 years old. And I was into games, and I was pretty good at, well, I say I was pretty good at them. I like to think I was pretty good at games. But it probably wasn't until I replayed this, probably 10, 15, maybe even 20 years later, that I actually properly understood the mechanics of it. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a business simulation game, and how many 8-year-olds are expected to run a business? I don't know, maybe I could have been a child prodigy. But it's the sort of game that, revisiting it now, it just seems even greater. I can get more of the references in there. I can actually do it without losing all the time. The amount of times I saw the game over screen in that game as an 8-year-old was terrifying. And it is quite a terrifying game over screen too. Yeah, hoping that when we revisit this in this upcoming series, that we'll have A, more success, and B, just heaps of nostalgia playing this game. Of course, this was originally out in 1997. It has had a spiritual successor come out in the last few years, 2 Point Hospital, which is out on the PC and the Mac, and pretty much every games console going on at the moment as well, which is good, and I like it. I've played it and I enjoy it, but there's just something so great about going back to a classic like this. So we're going to do a series playing through the campaign levels. And I must admit, actually, I'm not entirely sure if I've ever completed this. So we'll go through this together over the course of the next few weeks and possibly months. Playing this probably one episode a week and just seeing how well we do, really. I'm going to be here for the next 45 minutes or so playing this. We'll see how far we get, and maybe we'll finish the first level. Maybe we'll move on to the second. I don't know. Who knows? Again, it's another one of those games where you can just literally sit in front of the computer for hours and hours without realising where time has gone. So that might happen. We'll see. If you're watching live this Sunday evening, I would love to hear from you. Drop me a message in the live chat and say hello. I'm keeping a beady eye on the chat down here. So if you remember playing this as a kid and you've got fond memories of it too, get in touch, say hello. If you enjoy this video, of course, make sure you tap that thumbs up, give it a like. And make sure you do subscribe to the channel because I play all sorts of games. Predominantly, actually, we're doing a lot of retro stuff at the moment. Lots of kind of Super Nintendo stuff from the early to mid 90s. We've got obviously this series going on now. We're playing the Zumbinis game, which I loved as a child as well. So there's loads of stuff. There's probably loads of stuff on the channel that you could get into when you've got a free moment. Check it out. And as I say, if you like it, subscribe and hit that notifications bell to get the daily notifications when we go live. Pretty much every Monday to Friday at 5:15 I go live, and at the weekends I just change the times up depending on what I'm doing in life. But hopefully this time works okay for you today. Fingers crossed, we're here and we are good to go. Right. What do I do now? Oh, I pressed this button. That's it, yeah. Okay, so this is a release of the game that I got on the website GOG, which is obviously a gaming distribution site. So I'm actually playing it on a Mac, but it's kind of running it in like a DOS emulator. So fingers crossed it's okay. I did a brief bit of testing about this yesterday, and it seemed okay, and it seemed pretty robust, but obviously I didn't want to get too far into it, otherwise it would spoil all of this stream today. So if it does cut out, bear with me, and if there's a little blips, I mean, heck, it's a 23-year-old game, isn't it? It's bound to have a little bit of blurriness or a little bit of fuzziness, but we'll see. Let's go. Let's hit number 1 and go here with this. Oh, yes. Oh, this cutscene. Oh, the memories of this opening animation. Oh, Bullfrog. What Legends Bullfrog, of course. This came after Theme Park, which was another fantastic game from the mid-90s. Dungeon Keeper, of course, as well, these guys made. All these little references to all the other games that they made. Such good humour in these games. So, I mean, this kind of sets it up a little bit, doesn't it? But it's like a hospital in crisis, and here is our master surgeon, doctor type, just playing games in the staff room when he sees a patient coming in on the air ambulance. Oh, I like this bit. Okay, this is where you realise this isn't a real kind of hospital game. When he's on the operating table, scanning his credit card. And out comes the chainsaw. Oh no, he's defaulted. Abort! See, I probably didn't get that joke as a as a kid, but I get it now anyway. Then it's got just a bit more of a cutscene here, just about some actual gameplay shots. And some jazzy music. Oh, it's bringing it all back. James is watching. He says, fond memories of arguing with my brother over whose turn it was to play on the PC. It's times like that where I'm kind of happy that I was a relatively only child. I've got a sister who's like 13 years older than me, who'd long moved out by the time I was playing stuff like this. This is all squashed, isn't it? I don't know why this is squashed. The actual gameplay, isn't it? It fills the whole screen. Oh, and this is the real macabre kind of game over screen, isn't it? The doctor digging graves. Scandal. Hospital Herald. Anyway, right, let's get into it. Oh, hang on, we don't want the opening sequence again. Okay, what is our nickname going to be? I think it's limited, so we can only like put Tom. That would make sense. It's my name after all. Let's go with that. Very good. Oh, and this dude as well. Oh, the kick me sign. Okay. So basically, this is choosing our kind of game. So are we starting a new game, continuing previous loading save game, or starting a network game? I don't think I ever really successfully had a network game of this. There's probably a mod now, isn't there, that you can actually play this over a network. But yeah, we're just gonna go start a new game, please. Thank you. Ah, the cane. Oh, okay, right. Then we get to choose our difficulty level. So we've got easy, hard, or medium. I'm going to go medium. I haven't played this in ages. It'd be foolish to go in on hard, really, wouldn't it? First game, I'm going to say no. And low res. Let's say no. Broadcasting in 1080 and 60 frames per second. Not that it matters. Let's say okay. Ah, okay, this is like the campaign screen, isn't it then? So I think pretty much all of these little ovals is a level. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, maybe, I think, and a tutorial kind of level. I don't know. We'll see, right, let's go. Oh! Oh, amazing. Welcome to your first hospital. That music. Get the place up and running by placing a reception desk, building a GP's office, and hiring a receptionist and doctor. Then wait for some business to come along. Some business. It's a good idea to build a psychiatry department and hire a doctor with psychiatric qualifications. A pharmacy and nurse are also essential for curing your patients. Watch out for rogue cases of bloaty head. An inflation room will soon sort those out. You'll be looking to cure 10 people and make sure your reputation doesn't drop below 200. Fingers crossed. Right, first things first, we need to slow time down. This is what I always do. Game speed. Slowest. Just until we've set up the hospital and stuff anyway. How are we for volume anyway? I think we're good, aren't we? Yeah, right. Oh, it's crazy, this game. Right, so we can move around with the arrow keys, or I think we can just drag around the edge. So this is our first hospital, and we've only got access to the one building, I think, so we've got to use it carefully. I mean, what? We've got to cure 10 patients, is that? Was it 10 patients? Yeah, we've got to cure 10 patients. We'll probably easily do that. But yeah, this is Toxicity Hospital. Where we okay, do you think this is I think this is a really interesting thing as well. When you watch somebody play a game that you've not played in like 20 odd years, you watch how they play it and you go, oh, I never thought to do that. So the first thing I always do is I always turn the heating right down. Well, after I've slowed the game speed down, I always turn the heating down, and then I build my little reception area. So that's on here, isn't it? I used to always find it weird that reception is in furnished corridors. So it's going to be probably a small little hospital to start because we only need to cure 10 patients. So let's just start with one reception desk, 10 benches, a fire extinguisher, 2 radiators, and a plant. So let's put our... I always love how this had a Kit Kat logo on it as well. Little things, hey? Little things. Let's pop that in the corner and some benches around the side of it. And some benches here as well. Oh, the other thing I love about this game, and it just shows how sad I am, is I know all the music. I could sing along and hum along to all the music. But I also know the transitions from track to track as well. So, as one track finishes, I'm pretty certain I know which the next track is. Oh, I can't put that there. I'm going to assume that we'll put, eventually, a wall here. I like to always put my radiators against walls. So let's put that there, and then the plant we will put in front of reception so people think it looks pretty. We need to hire a receptionist on the staff tab. Oh, I used to love all the little biogs here. Hugh Crabbleton enjoys river widening, slow and fussy. So we're looking for the one with the best staffability here. Again, I don't think it really matters for receptionists, does it? Because they just stand there and do nothing in this game. Plays theme park a lot. Very friendly and enjoys a laugh. So does she. I guess the more skill they've got, the more expensive they are. I tell you what, let's go for this one that's $86, presumably an hour or a month. Let's pop her there. Good to go. Right, okay, yeah, we've done that, Mr. Advisor. We need to build a GP's office then. So this is where patients receive their initial consultation and results. So I'm going to leave a bit of space here because I like to have a pharmacy by the door. Oh my god, all the strategy is coming out of my mind again. You always have a pharmacy near the helipad in later levels, because when you have an emergency that needs the pharmacy, you need to get them in straight away. So we drag out the blueprint for the GP's office, put the door in, always put a window. I always find it a bit weird putting windows in these rooms, especially when there's no blinds. And then we need a desk, and I pretty much always lay out all of my rooms in a similar fashion. The desk, I'll put the filing cabinet there, and then we'll put the chair for the patient. Well, let's put it there by the door, actually. Then they just have to come straight in the door. I think if we were speed running, this would be all kind of part and parcel of it, but we're not. Then we can add additional things. I used to love doing this as well. You can add all these additional things in just to make people happy. 1 fire extinguisher, 2 radiators, a plant, and a bin, please. I used to find it weird that you could only put bins in rooms. You couldn't have bins in corridors. That's how it was. We'll put a radiator in opposite corners, plant there, and the bin put by the door, assuming that the patient might use the bin as they leave. Right, confirm. So GP's office, this is the fundamental diagnosis room in your hospital. New patients are sent here to find out what is wrong with them. They are then sent either to further diagnosis or to a room where they can be cured. You might want to build another GP's office if this one gets too busy. The bigger the room and the more extra objects you place in it, the higher the prestige for the doctor. This is also true for all of the occupied rooms. The GP's office requires any doctor. Let's see what doctors we've got on offer. We've got Dr. Warmond, who's only a junior actually, but he's a psychiatrist. Rubbish at the job, a possible liability. We'll pass on him. Ooh, Dr. Crabbington looks good, doesn't he? He makes ice sculptures for a living, and well, in his spare time, and he's loyal and friendly. We'll come back to him. I think you get new staff at the beginning of the month, don't you? So we're good to just flick through for a little bit. This guy smells faintly of cabbage. Pretty sure that we shouldn't refuse employment based solely on that, but he's not as skilled as the last guy. Oh, hang on a minute. Dr. Wrightson here. Oh, now he's good because he's got a psychiatry qualification. So if we bag him now, we could use him later on. Yeah, nobody else is quite as good as him. Let's grab Dr. Wrightson and pop him in his office. Oh, that's the other thing I do actually as well. I always come to the hospital policy screen and turn off leave rooms, because I always like staff to stay in the room that I tell them to go into. Oh, okay, right, he's sat ready and waiting. We need more diagnosis. Let's get a general diagnosis room. And let's put this here. Oh my god. Oh. The announcer as well. I love the fact that I think in my mind I'm pretty much laying this hospital out exactly as I did to hospitals that I built back in 1998. There's going to be a ward here. Spoiler alert. Okay, I'm happy with that. Let's put a door and a window. Again, I find it weird that you have windows in these rooms, especially in general diagnosis when people go behind the screen and take their clothes off. Let's put that there by the wall, and the trolley in the middle. And then let's furnish this as well. Put these objects in. James says, Toxicity Hospital. I wonder if System of a Down played this game before naming their hit album. You never know, James. People make strange choices when they're getting inspired in music, don't they? In terms of inspiration. Possibly could have been. And Kieran says it's nice to see that we're following social distancing measures. That's a good point, actually, yeah. Should I be putting the benches out a bit further apart? Taping them off? I don't know. Okay, that's done for my liking. General diagnosis. Patients who require further diagnosis are sent to be checked here. If a GP's office doesn't find out what is wrong with them, general diagnosis often will. From here, they will be sent back to the GP's office for analysis of the results produced here. The general diagnosis room requires any doctor. So that is an interesting point. Perhaps not in this scenario, but in future scenarios, we might need to have multiple GP's offices, because it's often the case that most patients will visit there twice, so it can become a bit of a bottleneck. So let's pop another doctor in here. We had another good one, didn't we? Oh. This guy, I think. Dr. Crabbington. Let's get him in. You're hired. And you can be our general diagnosiser. Okay, the advisor guy is telling us that we'll need to employ a handyman to water the plant, which is a good point. So let's see if we've got any good handymen. Not him, he's slow and fussy. As is he. This one looks good though. Heckles poor comedians and very friendly and enjoys a laugh. Mr. Wrightmore. We could like make up all names for these people, couldn't we? Like, this could be Dennis. Let's call this guy Dennis. He looks like a Dennis. Apologies to any Dennises that are watching. Can you actually properly name them? No, you can. Never mind. Okay, they're all moving at a snail's pace at the moment because I've not clicked go yet. I'm waiting until we've got to a good point. Let's put a pharmacy in, because a pharmacy is often going to be where we get a lot of patients treated. I'm just going to make it pretty small here by the exit. Again, window, one door, pharmacy cabinet. And then again, I don't know why I put 2 radiators in these rooms. Maybe this is why I keep turning the heating down in all these rooms. I don't know. We'll put the bin, we'll put it there. I don't know why. So pharmacy patients... Sorry, announcer. Patients who have been diagnosed and whose treatment is a drug must visit the pharmacy to take their medicine. As more and more drug cures are researched and become available, this room gets busier. You might want to build another pharmacy later. The pharmacy requires a nurse. Goodness, I don't think 8-year-old me read all of these little tips. Because I used to think that you could only build one of every room. Oh, here we go. This lady looks good, doesn't she? Raffia work instructor, remarkably polite and genial manner. I mean, she's pricey, but she'll be good. She'll be fast, won't she? Let's get her in. Right, I'm tempted to hit the go button. I've hit the go button. Because we're going to start getting people in now, and we've got reception to kind of get them in. We've got obviously the GP's office. Actually, I'm going to turn the speed up a little bit as well. Let's put some more benches in, because we've built a load of extra rooms. Let's get benches waiting outside all these rooms. Because nobody wants to stand up in a hospital, do they? Just put another radiator in this corner. Goodness me. Right, what next? What other things have we got available to us? So we've got the psychiatric, we've got the ward, which I said I was going to put up there. And then they are also treatment rooms as well, so they can double up. We've got the inflation room, which cures bloaty head, which is rather obvious when you start to see patients coming in with that. Seems pretty straightforward that people should go straight to that room. And then in terms of facilities on this scenario, we can only build a staff room and some toilets, which will become pretty important. Maybe we should build some toilets. Let's put the toilets, let's put them down here. I don't know why, just down. And they're going to be unisex toilets, obviously, because there is no difference in theme hospital. We've got to have one sink and a toilet in, so let's put these here, and then we'll add a few more in. We'll add a couple of radiators in, of course. Let's go for 3 extra toilets and 2 sinks. Sinks down here. I always like to make it look aesthetically pleasing as well. I never like to have, like, I don't know if you can or not actually. I never like to have like the sinks not on the wall. Can you even do that? Oh, balls. Did that wrong, didn't I? Oh, I've put a window in now. I don't want a window. A bit of an invasion of privacy having a window. Oh, you can put sinks just like in the middle, but they can only turn this way or that way. So let's just put all the sinks on this wall like that. That there, that there, that there. Plant in that corner. Probably shouldn't put the plant next to the radiator. I think that's like plant 101. There we go. Toilet. Patients feeling a call of nature will need to unburden themselves in the comfort of your toilet facilities. You can build extra stalls and wash basins if you expect a lot of visitors. In some cases, you might want to consider building further facilities elsewhere in the hospital. Okay. I said I was going to put a ward in, didn't I? Up here. Why don't we do that? I'm gonna put a big ward in. So we can get a load of people in the ward at the same time, because patients stay in the ward for a little bit. So let's get them in there. That'll do. We need a desk for the nurse. It can act like a little reception desk. And then the beds. Again, I like to make sure the beds are all reasonably spaced out. Let's go 4 radiators in here. Let's go crazy. So I like to leave a gap in between. Well, the game likes you to leave a gap in between anyway. Let's put a bed down here as well. And then we can put all the little amenities dotted around. Let's put the fire extinguisher there. Radiator, 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 radiator. And a random plant just in the middle there. And a bin next to the nurse's desk. Ward! Patients are kept here for observation by a nurse during diagnosis. They remain here prior to having an operation. The ward requires 1 nurse. Well, we don't have an operating theatre, so that won't be an issue such yet, but they will use it for diagnosis. Oh, here we go. I think Georgina Podman might be our prime choice here. Oh no, I don't know. Miss Bison may have just pipped her on the ability stakes. Yeah, and she plays theme park a lot. Very conscientious and cares deeply. Yep, you're hired. Have we got any patients in? Yes, we do. We've got this patient in. I'm gonna turn speed up to normal now. Okay, what other rooms might we need? Because it's not obvious from here what her diagnosis is yet. So I wonder if she might need psychiatry. Because often a lot of the illnesses that aren't so obvious, like bloaty head or slack tongue, are either pharmacy things or psychiatry things. So let's build a psychiatrics office. Let's put this here. I'm going to make this reasonably big, because there's a lot of items you can put in here, actually. Oh, hang on, we've got a fax that's come in. We'll deal with this first, please. I'm going to put that there. No, I'm going to put no windows in because it's got a lot of external windows. And then we've got all the items. So let's put a screen in here. Oh, wicked! We've cured our first patient. It must have been a pharmacy thing. Oh, that'll be what that is. That'll be telling us what disease she had. Oh, amazing. Pop open the bubbly. Right, psychiatric's office. We need the couch for the patient, a chair for the doctor, and then let's have a skeleton. Used for training purposes and Halloween. We'll have a couple of bookcases, because why not? And all these extras as well. I'm going to place the bookcases first. Let's put...
Doctor, attending psychiatry, please.
Alright, I haven't built the room yet, love. Calm down. Hang on. Oh, hang on, I've got double plants here. Bin over there. Oh, I forgot about the skeleton. Let's put that there. Okay, right. Psychiatry. Patients diagnosed with psychiatric illnesses must visit the psychiatry department to receive counselling. Psychiatrists can also make diagnoses, finding out what type of illnesses the patient have, and if mental in origin, treating them using the trusty couch. The psychiatry department requires a psychiatrically trained doctor. That's right, tongue twister, isn't it? So we do have one of those from before, don't we? Our GP, I believe, is a psychiatrist. So let's see if we've got somebody to replace him. Oh, no, we haven't. Oh, gutting. I tell you what, this guy is pretty much 50% on ability. Why do we... I'm tell you what, I'm gonna borrow this guy and put him here. I'm gonna pick up the psychiatrist and put him in the psychiatry room. There we go. Problem solved. Right, what was this memo here? Facts. Oh! Your team has discovered a new condition. It is the squits. Cause eating pizza found under the cookers. Under the cooker. Symptoms, surely you can guess. The cure is a gluttonous mix of stringy pharmaceutical elements, chemicals even, solidify the patient's innards. Lovely. A new condition has been found. I think we've cured that. Oh, this guy, he's just reminded me as well. The fax machine is where you enter the cheat codes, isn't it? On the numbers on the fax machine. I can't even remember them. I'll have to look those up. Not necessarily using them, but... Oh, amazing. Yeah, good point, James. I just realised this doctor we employed enjoys fart surfing. What is fart surfing? I don't really know, and I don't think I want to know either. Okay, we just need to cure another 6 patients, and we'll have cured...
Please try not to be sick in the corridors.
We'll have cured enough to win the level. Good to know. What else haven't we got then? We haven't built inflation yet, but... Oh, we've got a bloaty head person! He's got bloaty head, look! Definitely. Send him for cure. Oh, we better build an inflation room then, hadn't we? I've got tons of room in here. Let's put this...
Doctor required in general diagnosis.
It might as well go here. Oh yeah, we need to employ another doctor, don't we? Oh, I thought it had crashed then. There we go. Let's just place this. I'm not going to put a doctor in it yet. Because we need to just put one in general diagnosis. Inflation clinic. Patients with the painful yet humorous condition of bloated head must come to the inflation clinic, where the overlarge cranium will be popped and instantly reinflated to the correct pressure. The inflation clinic requires any doctor. It also requires ongoing maintenance by a handyman. So we'll come back to there in a second. Let's just see. We should have some more doctors on the roster now. Yeah, he's all right. He's slightly better, I think. Oh, here we go. Dr. Petsmith, you're hired. Okay, we just need to furnish this room now, don't we? Oh, we've got a fax for a VIP visit coming in. Oh, hang on a minute. Let's just deal with this. Just put everything in all 4 corners. There we go. Done. Oh, we need another doctor for this, don't we? Yeah. Oh, now he's going to be handy to have because he's a psychiatrist as well. So if this guy ever needs to take a break, we can just swap him over. Right. Lawrence Nightingale has expressed a wish to visit your hospital. Let's issue an official invitation. Why not? We've got everything to be proud of our hospital. It's lovely. He's more than welcome to come and visit. Here we go. The team has discovered a new condition, bloaty head. The cause, sniffing cheese and drinking unpurified rainwater. Symptoms, very uncomfortable for the sufferer. The cure, of course, the swollen head is popped, then reinflated to the correct PSI using a clever machine. Lovely. That's 6 patients cured now then. Brilliant. Let's just furnish the corridor a bit more. Oh, no, don't need a reception desk. We might as well put some benches out here. I was going to put another room here, but we don't really need it, do we?
No vomiting.
Thank you. A radiator there. Let's put a radiator there. Maybe a plant here. And a plant there. Lovely. Okay, it did mention, the advisor did say about building a staff room, didn't it? To keep our employees happy. So I think this is the most... the employee we've had the most, isn't it? And that little bar down the corner is his indicator of how tired he is. And as soon as he reaches that white line, that is his instruction to go to the staff room. So we don't have one at the moment. We better make one. Oh no, I think this is him complaining. Let's make them. Let's make them the most luscious staff room in this entire little area of the building, with couch. We'll put 2 fire extinguishers in here, maybe 6 radiators, 2 plants, another 3 sofas, 2 pool tables, and a TV. This is going to be the pool area. This is my favourite bit of this game, just furnishing all the different rooms. Oh, you have to stand to watch TV. Put another extinguisher there. Radiators are plenty. You know what? That's too many radiators. I think you can have too many radiators in life, can't you? There we go. Staff room. Your staff get tired as they carry out their jobs. They require this room to relax and refresh themselves. Tired staff slow down, demand more money, and will eventually quit. They also make more mistakes, so building a staff room with plenty for them to do is very worthwhile. Make sure there is room for several staff members at one time. Oh, it's the handyman that's threatening to resign. Oh no, Dennis! Was that what he was called? He's fed up. Pay me a decent wage. I reckon a raise of 16 should do the trick. Go on then. I guess you are my sole handyman. What would we do without Dennis? Well actually, let's just employ another one. Here we go. Again, I'm making up the names. I only know their first initial. Ian, Simon, Jeff, Eric. Oh, Eric. It's all about Eric. He is a furtive gardener and has a wide range of skills. Well, Eric, you've got the job, my friend. Here is Lawrence Nightingale visiting. Oh, hang on. We've got somebody else threatening to resign. It's Dr. Crabbington. My parents told me that the medical profession paid well, so give me a rise of 16 or I'll become a computer games producer. Go on then. I always cave on these scenarios. I always give them what they want. So, obviously there's loads of staff in the staff room at the moment, so I'm guessing there's lots of vacant rooms that don't have doctors in. So, why don't we pull Dr. Billilton out of inflation and pop him in the GP's office? Yeah, because we've got tons of people waiting for the GP's office. Let's get him in. Evening to Rushable, who's watching, says he knows this game. Who doesn't know this game? It's a classic. Absolute classic. I think we've also lost the nurse that was monitoring the ward. But there isn't anybody in here. So I think we're okay. Oh, hang on. Now we need a doctor in the inflator room. Hang on. Is he better now? Yes, he is. Get out of there. You're coming into the inflator room. You've been promoted to inflation specialist. Right. What else do we need to do? I don't think we need to do anything else. I mean, the only thing we could do is we could add another GP's office, because this one's backing up a little bit, isn't it?
Goods required in pharmacy.
Oh, hang on. Has she gone now? Where's the nurse gone? Oh my god, has the nurse left? I think, oh, maybe that was the one that I missed. Oh no, we lost a nurse. We better hire another one. Oops. Oh, here we go. This one, Nurse Bensil, enjoys river whitening. Incredibly talented and able. You're hired. And you're in the job. Right, hang on. We've got loads going on here. This is why I play in slow-mo. Telegram. After visiting your hospital, Lawrence Nightingale remarked, not a bad medical establishment, certainly. You've been awarded a cash grant of $800. Thank you. And then also, we've got an issue here. We've exhausted all our diagnosis machines on this patient and we're still not sure what is wrong. Shall we send the patient home? Should we take a chance on the possible cure or get a patient to wait while we build more diagnosis rooms? Ooh, 59% chance. That isn't a good chance, is it? I'd hate to have a death so early on in our playthrough. I don't think we've got any more diagnosis available, have we? I'm going to send him home. Is that really bad? Sorry, mate. I don't want to take a chance on you. Okay, right. How are we doing for the scenario, then? This is a scenario screen. Oh, it's too cold. I'll turn the heating back up again. I think we've pretty much done the scenario, haven't we? Yeah, our reputation is well high. Our bank balance is well high. We've treated 59% of visitors. That's okay for now. 13 cures. And our hospital worth is over 55,000 when it needs to be. So, let's just turn the heating up a little bit. Stop being such a tight Yorkshireman. And what else was the problem? We needed more drinks machines. Let's go crazy. Let's just spam the drinks machines. And hopefully this will win us the scenario. I was going to build another GP's office, wasn't I? I don't think we need to. I think we're about to get a telegram to say that we've won. New year anyway. We just need to keep an eye on everything, make sure everything's running tickety-boo. I think... See, yeah, you see the GP's office key's alright now. There's only one guy in there. So he's sat there idle. What does that mean? He's got his tongue out. Does that mean he's not well? I don't know. Oh, the psychiatry department is closed at the moment because he's there. Might be wise to actually have some overflow staff, might it? Let's get this guy, Dr. Watercliff. Let's get him in there. Your team has discovered a new condition, uncommon cold. The cause, small particles of snot in the air. Oh dear, this one's a bit close to home, isn't it? Symptoms are runny nose, sneezing, and discoloured lungs. The cure is a big swig of uncommon cough medicine. Oh, it's end of year. It's the end of year results. And this is where we find out how well we have done. So, we're not quite at the top of the Hall of Shame, thankfully. How about the Hall of Fame? Yeah, we're not nowhere near that. Have we won any awards, though? Let's find out. So nobody has had any deaths so far. We've actually had the most cures out of all the other computer players, which is cool. And then our hospital has the highest value. Oh, I feel so proud. I feel good. Have we won any trophies? Because this is where you get tons of cash here. If you're really good. Okay, we've won a few certificates. Marvellous, your hospital wins an award for building the best reputation during the last year, plus $4,000. I'll come back to that one in a second. Congratulations on having the most valuable hospital in the game. Good work, please try to keep it up. Reputation plus 25. And inspectors note that your hospital is very clean. Clean hospitals are safe hospitals. Keep up the good work, plus 24. We did get a total loser. Every hospital in the same area managed to get a bigger share of the population through its doors than you. You should be very embarrassed. I'm gutted. So for all the reputation that we gained from these awards, we've lost it with that one. What about these trophies? We are hereby awarded the Cabinet Minister's Award for the most impeccable standards and highest reputation possible. Nice one. And you have won the No Croak Award for keeping 100% of your patients alive in the last year. That's valuable, is that? That's 10 grand. That will go a long way in a hospital. Lovely then. Right, well, I thought this may be the case. We've received an invitation from the ministry, thanks to our good running, hospital running abilities. We are the Golden Boys in the health department. We think you'd prefer a slightly tougher job, though you'd be paid a salary of $16,050, but the decision is up to you. Are you interested in working at Sleepy Hollow Hospital? Oh, you know what? It'll be such a shame to say goodbye to Toxicity Hospital, but you know what? I think it would be a good opportunity, wouldn't it? So let's take the job. Let's move on to mission number 2. Amazing. Right, okay. We are going to close things here, but let's just get a sneaky peek of what is going to happen in the next episode playing this game. So this is Sleepy Hollow Hospital. There is a greater variety of ailments in this area. We've got to set up the hospital to deal with more patients and plan to build a research department. So remember to keep your establishment clean and try to get your reputation as high as possible. You'll be dealing with diseases like slack tongue, so you'll need a slack tongue clinic. You'll also build a cardiogram to help diagnose new illnesses. Both these rooms will need to be researched before we can build them. Ooh, and we can also, starting in this mission, we can also build some extra plots of land to expand the hospital. So we won't run out of room so easily in this one. So this is great. Brilliant. Right, I'm going to leave it there for today. Purely because we've been going for like 45 minutes, and I want to keep these nice and short, relatively short, because don't want them to be a long slog to watch. But we'll be back with another episode of this at some point in the next week or so. I've got about a dozen or so games on the go at the moment. We do a different game pretty much every night, so I'll be returning to this in the next kind of week and a half. So keep your eyes out on the subscription feed, assuming you are subscribed to the channel, and get those notifications turned on for your daily notification of what is coming up when we go live each and every day. Tomorrow on the channel will be Monday. It's the 4th of January 2021 tomorrow, and on the channel tomorrow at 5:15 we're going to be doing more on our quest to get 100% on Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island on the Super Nintendo, so join me tomorrow for that. But in the meantime, if you enjoyed this video, please make sure you tap that thumbs up, and I will see you all again soon, the next time when I play games. Thanks for watching. Bye!